They don't gather, as in they use gather to use destabilize the administration of President Tinubu and our country, Nigeria. Now, one person don't come outside talk. Make we hear within him yarn. Plot to topple the current administration of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and destabilize our country, Nigeria. The Niger Delta Defense Movement (NDDM) condemns the recent plot by some misguided Fulani extremists and leaders in West Africa after a meeting in Kaduna deceitfully conceived as a peace meeting to topple the current administration of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu through the planned facilitation of a military coup. We condemn in its entirety this move and at this moment one of the grave consequences this will cost to nascent democracy and the adverse effect it will have on our country as a people. It should by now be evident that the threat to Nigeria's peace does not emerge from the Niger Delta, a region agitated for justice, as is acknowledged by every right-thinking human being, but from the Islamic extremist northern part of Nigeria, covertly supported by its elite who assumed leadership of Nigeria to be the birthright of this nation, of this region. This attempted act of terrorism by the Fulani extremists does not come as a surprise to us. Northern Fulani extraction of Nigeria has become a fertile ground for international terrorism. The Nigerian government has persistently turned a blind eye to Islamic extremists coming from northern Nigeria, choosing instead to focus and waste its resources on military hardware and troop deployment in the Niger Delta. The government of Nigeria, which unfortunately has been dominated by the North since the independence, has brought such undesirable elements under false pretext with the hope of creating a reserve army to counter agitation in the South and the Niger Delta. However, we are aware that part of the reason for this unnecessary disturbance and rancor from the north about the government of President Ahmed Bola Tinubu is first primarily the fact that political power has moved to the south. The runners believe by some misguided Fulani extremists that the share of appointment in the current government is not favorable title towards them in their own eyes. What they have forgotten is that the previous administration handed over a polarized government to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. It is pathetic and unjustifiable that even in the face of the obvious nepotism and one-sidedness of the previous government, there was not even a complete protest or plan to topple the government just for the reason the former president was from the Fulani extraction. This act is very divisive and does not portray us as one nation. We are together with our northern associates. We have also acknowledged the existence of this barbaric plan, but we vehemently oppose to it and have vowed to oppose them should they not retrace their steps. We are therefore calling on the perpetrators to back out immediately and without further delay. The consequences of this barbaric, evil, satanic plan can only destroy the good plans of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu-led administration and open the window for further disintegration modes in the countries such as Biafra, Oduduwa, Middle Belt, and the Niger Delta breakaway agitations. Furthermore, even in the military, those who are not in support of a coup will fight against the plotters, and this will create much disintegration that will lead to major crisis in the country. For this reason, we will continue to support this present administration led by Bola Ahmed Tinubu. We will not support a religious crusade of tribe and ethnicity. Rather, we call on all Nigerians and all other Islamic and Fulani countries to close ranks with the Nigerian government led by President Ahmed Bola Tinubu to move Nigeria to its rightful position as the giant of Africa. So I don't know where this one to come from, sincerely, but I know that the North is not really happy with what is going on. And the North has always seen this particular presidency, the seat that Tinubu is actually sitting on, as their own birthright. Sincerely, I don't tell them, I say, I don't know say that they tell those people, but because if you have seen videos or watched videos or have an encounter with those people, most especially the headers, so I'm not saying no northerners, the headers. It be like say that they tell these people say na then get everywhere. Say then get right to go anywhere where they want go, then get right to do anything where they want to do, and the people they meet on that particular place are their enemies. Because Tell me why you would enter into a particular place as a normal human being. First of all, we God created the reason from the proper way than the reason, the brain and the mind, the work. I don't see why I would get into a community and the first thing I want to do is to attack people and take their lands. I don't think so. Then first thing I would do to places when I go there, I try to communicate with those people. I try to even find if I go to a particular place, I try to even learn their language first of all. I try to understand their culture. Do you understand? I want to try to behave like them so that they are going to welcome me well. You understand? I'm going to settle well in that particular community. Do you understand? I will learn so much from them. Do things with it because they say if you go to Romans, you behave like Romans. I will use that to get them. You understand? So that they will know that the part of God I come from and theirs is not really different. Do you understand? And then from there, for whatever purpose I go there to do, if it is business that is taking me there, I will be able to do it freely. Why? They have already seen me as their own. They're not going to be feeling awkward around me. There will be this ease of, if I'm communicating in their language, there's this ease, you understand? There's this relaxation they are going to have. But these people, the reverse is the case. They see you, they come into your place before they don't pick quarrel with you. They would never ever learn your language. Never. They would not. I say they would never learn your language. They will not. Do you understand? They will not do it. So this thing is, like I said, I don't know who they tell them, and I don't know where this is coming from. But I really know that the Northerners, majority of the Northerners are not happy. But can somebody tell those people, can the elites, and these people elites tell them that life is not like this? Life is not, how am I going to put it, how they want to make it out to be. Life is definitely not like this. My question is about all these people claiming to fight for Niger Deltas. Are they truly fight for them, for them, or they're fighting for their pocket? My dear, that's not, first of all, we are not going to dive into that, first of all. I'm not going to dive into that. Tinubu has been magnanimous enough not to have invited Buhari to account for. And they tell you, now waiting they give these people, because had it been said Tinubu enter, call Buhari, all this time they bribe the talks to make nobody call him. That one, a super story of the century. Call him, income, constable, income, can't do waiting, can assemble, as in, can give detailed account of how you spend our money, how we spent our resources, why is it that we are in so much debt. You understand? If any money they with them, you collect them, you ask them word for word. He accounts for every kobo that is actually missing. We are not going to be here. But because these people feel say they fear them, you understand? I don't know, these people get the feeling. See, there is nothing like merit and nothing like a straightforward person. No. A straightforward person will be saying, no send you. Now work, now you can't do for place. Or this one way, if you do this, you go no go send her. You go come and say, go ask you a question. This particular thing, if let's say for instance now you bring somebody who is going to replace somebody as a manager in a particular place, I would ask questions because I want to do better. I will ask, this one come, wetin make this one be like this? Why this one dey here? Wetin make this one be like this? Why they no dey do this one here? I will ask all the necessary because I no carry anything for mind. Do you understand? I no carry, what I want is make that particular office, make it do wetin, make the office dey okay, make it dey work well. Alright, on this note, you have come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come your way next time, enjoy.